Hey, what's up, Exit the Matrix family? Bob here. Hope you're having a great day. Hey, in case you didn't get a chance to see it yet, I finally got a video that I produced Monday, a morning talk on Who Rules Earth is what it's titled. And for some reason, that video struck a nerve with the algorithms. It took me 10 tries over the last 4 days to get that video to upload. I scanned through the video. I could not find any of the key words that they don't like you to mention, because I've gotten smart about, what I can say and what I can't, which is, I know, folks, it sounds ridiculous. Exit the Matrix, and here I am having to speak in code, but you guys understand that that's just the reality of this realm at the moment, that there is a major censorship movement going on. It's being pushed by government. Government claims that they aren't doing it because they know that that's unconstitutional and it's traitorous. So what they do is they're working through government agencies with these social media companies. They're essentially forcing their hand, whether they want to go along with it or not. Now, I think some of these social media companies are all in on the censorship, and they revel in it because they're a part of this thing going on. We'll just say that with the whole world right now. Now, there are probably some of them that wish they didn't have to deal with, the government breathing down their necks constantly. And so they push off that, then they'll the social media companies in turn will push that off onto independent fact checkers and independent, media bias companies and all these NGOs and such. And that's how they get away with it, because then they can claim, hey, look, we're not doing it now. We're not involved in censorship. It's you're just being fact checked by independent fact checkers who are professionals in medical things and all such, anything with history or medical or, So apparently Facebook now also, they consider anything that has to do with civics, anything, to be low quality and to be censored and controlled or limited content. I just found that out. And I think we understand why all of a sudden they ramp that up, because we know what's coming up here soon, which you can't even speak about that. And then they'll claim that, well, they're doing that to protect people from, when you go take a paper and drop it in a box. But yet, to me, censorship with civics, to me, would actually be tampering with that right. But hey, who am I, right? I'm sorry, folks. I'm really trying to hold down my anger over this stuff right now, because it's unbelievable that we've allowed it to get to this point. So, anyways, check that video out. There is something in that video that they really did not want you to hear. It's amazing how I'm surprised it finally went through. I had uploaded 2 videos since then that uploaded just perfect, as always. Took about 40 minutes to upload my other 2 videos this week. No problems. But that one, for some instance, even though it's mostly has something to do with mostly ancient history and how it ties to today, there was something in there that really they did not like. So you need to go listen to it just for that fact. But anyways, and Facebook is, for a little bit there, Facebook was kind of lightening up on me a little bit. And all of a sudden, I have no new hits against my page or nothing. Out of nowhere, they have now taken all recommendations off my page. They have put total limitation on it again. And they don't give you a reason. I still have 2 hits on there that are limiting me from One of them was from 12 months ago, and it was based on a post from almost 4 years ago. And it was bullcrap. They claimed it as adult sexual exploitation. It was the famous picture from the laptop that I shall not name that was going around. Absolutely no nudity or anything, but that's what they said it was. And so they put me on a 16-month heavy limitation because of that, because they said it went against community standards, which was BS. I tried to fight it, but they're holding water for a certain criminal family that we all know that shall not be named, that is protected by these media companies. And then the other day, about a month ago, I got a false information fact check that has really hammered my page again for at least, usually those go for 3 months. All it was simply a picture of Stanley Kubrick filming the 2001 Space Odyssey. And it said something on the terms of, could he have had a hand in filming a certain landing, if you get my meaning there, because this is apparently very censored information also. Why would that be? I don't know. But I tried to fight that. Facebook held it. So because of those two hits, one from a year ago that goes back from a post 4 years ago, that was a lie, that there was nothing wrong with that post I did, and this bullshit fact check on Stanley Kubrick in the landing of onto this big round ball in the sky, if you get my meaning, that also has hammered my page. So this is what they do to me all the time. See, I think they've realized instead of banning us, it's better just to limit us. But I hope these people realize that they're playing with the laws of quantum physics here. They're playing with the hermetic laws. And I hope they understand that the pendulum swings back the other way. And the way that these people are committing treason, the way that these people are censoring the voice of literally God, because we are fractals of God, they'll get theirs. And I'm not wanting anything to come on them. I'm just saying that's the laws of this universe. So it's unfortunate, folks, but it's what we deal with. And I'm sorry to have a bitch fest about this, but I just had to get that off my chest. And it brings me back to a point that really I need your guys' help. If you guys still want to hear voices like mine that are free thinking, that delve into the mysteries of this realm, that delve into a lot of the things going on in our world right now that they are trying to hide from you. If you want a place where you can find rabbit holes to go down yourself, then you need to help support pages like mine and platforms like mine. Because so many of us have been deplatformed. So many of us are heavily limited. I have never once in any of my videos, on any of my posts, on any of my platforms, ever called for violence. Never. Never. Never once have I. I have never had a post ever that is biased against anybody based on their gender or their race. I have never done any of these things, folks, but yet they attack me incessantly. So they are trying their hardest, folks, to tamp down on the awakening of spirits of gods here on earth. And they know that the dam's about ready to break, and that's why they're just going all in right now. They're exposing themselves because they are in their final push to dismiss most of the avatars on this earth, if you get my meaning. And they will do it at any cost because these people are psychopaths. I've told you over and over. These people do not have empathy. These people do not think critically because they are brainwashed into a cult-like mentality. They believe that their beliefs trump everyone else's, that their thoughts are more important than everyone else's, that their idea of how this realm should be is better than everybody else's. And they're going to force that on everybody else because they're psychopaths. Now, I didn't have a specific thing today, folks, I wanted to talk about. I just wanted you to understand where I'm coming at here and why I need your help. Please support the page, the channel, all of my platforms. Please follow and like and share from all of my platforms. I've tried to diversify as much as I can, but it is very hard to get people to move to different platforms too. I have 140K follows on Facebook, and if you guys want to know the truth, I have been heavily limited for almost 4 years now. If those limitations had never been there, I would probably be at 1 million follows, because the things that I talk about, people enjoy and people treasure, but they're being cut off. Many people are being cut off from even finding me. They're just deleting my follows on Facebook. I can have a day where I send out 100 invites, and maybe out of those I could get like 30 new followers. And then I'll go look at my statistics and it says that 50 people unfollowed me. But yet we all know that those people didn't unfollow me. Yeah, there might have been a couple that got all crybaby about me talking about their Lord Yahweh. You know, some people, religious and stuff can't handle that. And maybe there's some people on the other end of the spectrum that get butthurt about, what I talk about, quantum physics and all that, and, evolution and stuff like that. So they may unfollow me. But I think we all realize how this game works. They just go and delete people off your list. They unfollow, they unsubscribe, they block people being able to see your content in their feeds and such. They do whatever they can to manipulate society. In my opinion, it is one of the evilest things to do to society, because consciousness deserves freedom of speech. Consciousness deserves freedom of thought. That's how consciousness experiences this realm, the duality. It should be allowed to see all spectrums of thought and viewpoints and voice, because that's how consciousness learns and experiences. So these people are trying to push everybody into a very narrow spectrum of information and viewpoints. And what they don't understand about gods that we are, fractals of God, is that we don't like to be manipulated. We don't like to be controlled. And so we just figure out other ways to get around their bullshit. And they hate that, because these people are psychopaths. They want to control all your thoughts. They want you to be an obedient slave to the system that they want you to have to be a slave to. See, if this realm was ran the way it should be ran, like if it was actually like the Garden of Eden, and this realm was a good realm, then there would be no reason to censor us. There would be no reason to stop the free share of ideas and thoughts. Because if it was good, it would be good for all. But because of their evil system, they have to try to control it and manipulate and lie and censor and limit. Because they do not want you to have free thought. Do you not get this, folks? I get a lot of people that'll laugh, say, "Oh, you're a fool. The Matrix was a movie. Oh, you're a fool. Oh, there's no Matrix." Folks, there are many layers of Matrix built around us. I mean, this realm is energetically a matrix. It's a simulation. Everything that you think is physical and real is an illusion. It's literally electrical signals sent through your senses to your brain that point the picture of what you consider real in this realm. That's the simulation, folks. That's the Maya. It's the illusion. Haven't you heard the old nursery rhyme? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Because this isn't reality, folks. See, these psychopaths know that they have no power to control others in the realm we come from. So they like to try to manipulate this realm. And they operate on such a low vibration, they're so pathetic, they're such jokes, that they hate all of us because they hate themselves too. And I hope they feel this, and I hope that these little fact checker a-holes and all these other people, I hope they hear this, because fuck them, fuck you. Not you guys, but you get what I'm saying. To the ones listening in that mean to censor and such. They're losers. They have no reality what this reality is. They have no understanding of what this reality is. They're pathetic. They're a joke. They're clowns. We all laugh at them, and they hate that. See, when these fools like the WEF, this Yuval Harari, this transhumanist turd, this joke, this Uncle Claus, you know, this fucking clown, when they get up there and they speak, we all laugh at them. They're a bunch of freaking clowns. They're a joke. And all of their little puppets that go to their meetings, all of their, you know, young WEF leaders, leadership councils, or whatever all these assholes go to that give allegiance to these demons. We laugh at all of them. They're all a joke. And their time will come to an end, because the pendulum always swings, folks, both ways. The harder they try to push us to one end of the spectrum, the harder the swing back will come. Because the Hermetic laws are the laws of this universe. And nobody can overcome those laws, because it's the foundation that all creation is built on. So they can keep trying to push that pendulum and try to hold it in place, but eventually it'll crush them and swing back the other way. And I feel bad for them, honestly, in a way, because they're not going to like it when it comes back the other way. And that's what we do in this realm, folks. Instead of finding balance and not swinging the pendulum, we push so hard on that thing, swinging it back and forth from one extreme to the other. We never find balance. Never find balance between the masculine and the feminine, the divine. We never find balance between the far right and the far left. Maybe more down the middle, where we can find common ground with each other and learn to love and work with each other. See, they want us divided at the polarities. They want us divided to far ends of the spectrum. They hate those of us that can find the middle ground, walk the middle path, the true path, a balance and understanding. The true balance of balance between the brain, the left and right hemispheres of the brain. The balance between spiritualism and science. See, I've always been teaching the middle road, folks, in case you haven't noticed. And that's why I get so much attacks from both ends, from the far right and the far left. Because they're polarized, and they are so manipulated and cult-like in their beliefs that somebody like me is a radical, because I threaten both ends. See, they would rather it be that the other end is super radical than they have a reason to hate them. Same with the other side. But when all of a sudden you have a huge group of people that actually learn to live with each other and value each other's perspective and find common ground that works for everybody, then their game's over. And they do everything to limit us because they know what we are. And they know that the day that we wake up to what we truly are, their game's truly over too. So, have you ever wondered how our world has become so depraved? How our world has become so polarized to low vibration? How it's gotten ruled over by these psychopaths? Well, people, you got to understand that there are family bloodlines that have held on to power for thousands of years in this realm. And whether you're in those bloodlines or not, but you're still a puppet to their system, you go through certain initiations. Now, I want you to understand, because this is something that I've been hammering away on lately, the 3 pillars of control, right? Banking, government, and religion. The 3 pillars that keep us in bondage and under tyranny and control us and manipulate us. See, those 3 pillars initiate people into their ranks that help these systems of control continue over us. It can happen in colleges. You get initiated, into certain fraternities and such, and societies, if you get my drift. And when you prove your loyalty to them and you get initiated, now they handpick you to put into positions of power throughout our society. You may end up a lawyer, you may end up a CEO or some board member on some company. You may end up as a political figure on anywhere from a county to a city to a state to a federal position. You may end up in a NGO, heading off an NGO company. You may end up working for a non-elected government position that seems to have superpowers over us at this time too. And this happens in religion. There are these fraternities within religion also. And I probably can't name those, but I hope you get the point of where I'm going with all of this. Same thing. They get handpicked to manipulate the religious orders. And we know how corrupt government is. The same thing. Now, the government likes to pull from these societies and these colleges and such. And same with the banking world. It pulls from these groups, initiates also. See, folks, if you're a regular Joe Schmo, if you don't get initiated into these orders, you typically don't get into positions of power throughout our society. See, they've handpicked all of their puppets and they've spread them and dispersed them throughout our society. You ever wonder why there is no justice anymore? Why our government is so corrupt? And this could go for any country, folks. Just understand. I always based my talks on the United States because that's where I live and where I was born. But you can take this same system and it's the same throughout every country on earth. See, psychopaths have built a criminal network worldwide and they all work together. They all initiate other criminals into their ranks. And that is why things are the way they are. It's unfortunate that these entities have become to resonate on such a low vibratory level that they operate as demons walking the earth. It's unfortunate, but this is what we're up against, folks. So, if you still want to truly get this information and hear these type of things that I'm talking about, that others like me are talking about and putting their necks on the line, I hope you support those type of people, because it's not easy to do this stuff. Your family hates you a lot of times, not all, but maybe you have family members that hate what you do when you do the stuff that I do, because you go against their political views, their religious views, their fake reality. They're against their illusion that they're under. And when you put cracks in that, people don't like that. They don't like figuring out that they've been tricked their whole life. They would rather just live with the lies and just continue on and watch their football and drink their beer and, watch their stupid sitcoms and waste their time mowing lawns and doing stuff such as that. That is just like NPC mentality. They want people in that NPC mentality. Easily manipulated automatrons. See, that was always what the Anunnaki wanted. They wanted just a simple slave worker race, a Lulu, that would do the work of the gods. The problem is that for them to bring life to their avatars, the human clones, the bodies that they created, the Homo sapien, they had to incept gods into those bodies. So they had to trick those gods into not knowing that they're gods. Oh, I know I'm speaking tons of blasphemies, right? I know. I'm such a blasphemer. I'm such a blasphemer against the devil of this realm. That old jealous God, the God that needed sacrifice and blood, that needed the Lord of hosts, the Lord. You know what Lord of hosts means, folks? Lord of war, of warfare, Lord of armies. I know it's so bad to talk against your loving God. I know it's bad to speak against your loving governmental figures. I know it's bad to speak against your loving bankers, right? I know. You know that I'm just joking around with some of this, folks. I know that those of you that are actually with me are the real ones. I'm just talking about this because, theoretically, for the rest of society out there, I know that you guys are amazing. Those of you that listen to me all the time, those of you that have supported me in my work and my mission, you guys get it. I get it. You guys are one of the few in society that get it. And there's not many of us. So when I'm saying stuff like that, I hope you guys realize I'm not talking about you. Because you guys know I'm not talking about you. When I'm saying that stuff, I'm talking about most of the sheep that we have to live amongst, unfortunately. It's crazy, folks. But I do want to say, though, some of you guys have been absolutely amazing to me. I appreciate your help and your support. Some of you have gone on the limb. Some of you have helped donate money to my cause. Some of you have gone so far as you bought me equipment and upgraded my computer systems, and that will allow me to build this platform and take me to a higher level to reach more people. And I just appreciate you guys so much. And I guess if just keep going out there and looking for the few like us, and let's just keep building our tribe, our connection of people, of awakened spirits, of awakened gods. Because, folks, don't you know ye are gods? You're a fractal of God, of the creator of all, of the source of all creation. That's what you are, folks. And don't let them ever tell you otherwise. Don't let them ever make you question that. They'll say that you're a blasphemer for claiming that there was only one God that walked the earth. And we know that Roman construct, who that was. And I'm not speaking blasphemy or not speaking down on our brother Yeshua that tried to teach us the truth. I'm speaking about the character based off of him that the Constantine and the Council of Nicaea built to put people under the spell of illusion, the spell of religion. So, anyways, folks, I'm here at work. I got to go in. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for letting me rant this morning. a little bit. Just was pretty furious, with some of the new ratcheted controls that have been put on me, and without any explanation, because we know that these people just do what they want. They get desperate. See, they want you to follow all these guidelines they set forth. And then when you follow them, but you're still getting your message out working around them, then they get furious, and they know that they can't just come out and say, oh, look, you said this that goes against community standards. Oh, you posted this that goes. No, they'll just vaguely say, oh, there was something that you posted that we, didn't like, essentially. And now apparently talking about government or civics is against them too. Can you believe that? They're going to make that, they're saying that's low quality content, and they're saying that is going to be limited. I looked it up today. I dug deep into Facebook's guidelines. And of course, there's a certain thing that a mixture that you put in your body, you're not allowed to talk about that, they say. And but now civics was added to that. Civics? I mean, hell, you go to school, you go to civics class, right? But they're saying now that is limited information, that is considered low quality content. So they're trying to shut everybody's voice down, folks. They don't want people on the right or the left to even debate civics anymore. Can you get that? And they talk about papers that go into boxes, to pick, like people and stuff. Apparently, they're the ones actually meddling in that by their guidelines, from what I found today. And you know what? I think when I get home today, I think I'm going to just post those guidelines directly on my page so that people can see what these clowns, these demons, these archons, these puppets, these psychopaths are up to. So anyways, folks, hey, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you later.